guys, I'm Tara. Welcome to today's yoga class. So today's class is going to be a core focused yoga flow. So I love yoga practices that are more workout based, that you're strengthening and working on flexibility. But just so you guys know, there's so much more to yoga than that. And if you're interested in learning what else yoga has to offer, I do have a free 7-day experience, and I will link that in the description down below. With that program, you get 7 different aspects of yoga that you get to go through for the week. So it's a really fun way to really see what yoga is all about. On a side note, I did get this new table-like thing that's not really decorated yet, so don't mind that, but I'm pretty excited because I can put more plants on it. So I actually have 2 prayer plants that I just bought that are coming, so I was going to have them on each side, so I'm pretty excited about that. Anyway, with that said, let's get to the mat and get started. Okay guys, so we're going to start standing today, so you're going to stand at the front of your mat with your feet together. And let's just take a moment just to ground down. I always like to take a moment before we start practice just to prepare, get ourselves in the mindset for yoga. So standing, slight bend in your knees, hands at prayer at your heart. Close down your eyes and just give yourself a moment. If you'd like to set intentions for your practice, feel free to set one here. Go ahead and open your eyes. Bring your feet so they're hip width apart. Put the weight in your left foot and start to lift the right knee up and in. And bring your hands down so your elbows are straight and your palms are facing behind you. You can reach back a little bit with the hands. Bring the right foot back down and bring your hands into prayer back at your heart. Put the weight in the right foot and bring the left foot up and in as your hands reach back. Bring that foot back down, hands at your heart. Moving with the breath. Inhale, bring the right foot up and in. Exhale, place that down. Inhale, left knee up and in. Exhale, place the foot back down. Keep going with the breath like that. What I want you to think about is as you're lifting the knee in, gently pull the abs in. And you're thinking about trying to use your abs to help you lift that leg. So the abs gently pull in toward your spine. Keep the posture up nice and tall, with a slight bend in the standing knee. One more on each side. And come back to center, bring the feet together. So we're going to move through 3 sun salutation A's to warm up. We're going to take a modified one first. So you're going to inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up to flat back on your shins, reach to the tail and crown. Exhale, fold forward, step back to plank, drop your knees, slowly lower to the floor. Inhale up, low cobra. And exhale, press back to down dog. Hold and breathe. In your first down dog, feel free to take movement. Feel free to have your knees bent. Sometimes it's nice to just have a nice deep bend in the knees in your first down dog. Or in all your down dogs if you need. That's totally fine too. Pressing through the hands and trying to reach those hip points up to the sky. Start to bend your knees, look forward, step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up to flat back on the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to ride, lift up. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center and breathe. 2 more sun salutations. Either stay with that variation, dropping the knees in plank and going into low cobra, or we'll move through a full sun salutation. So you're going to inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back on the floor or the shins. Exhale, step back to plank, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. And exhale, down dog. Breathe here. Keep working the heels to the floor. We lift up the toes and then drop them back down. Feel free to turn on your Ujjayi breathing if that's in your practice. If not, just doing deep, steady breaths. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, and step or jump forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. And exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back to plank, to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Fold and breathe. Just warming up the body. Bringing some movement in. From here, come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to standing. And exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Breathe here. Take a moment. Again, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to downward dog. Breathe here. Bring your left foot to the center line and step your right foot forward for crescent lunge. Stay up on the back left toes and lift the arms up. Right knee bends. Arms reach up to the sky. Keep your fingertips extended. Energy through your fingertips. Hold and breathe. Bring your hands into prayer at heart center. And we're going to twist to the right. So your left elbow is going to the outer edge of the right leg. Pressing through your hands and lifting through the chest. And look up gently to the right. Either stay here or option to make this more of a challenge. Try to lift your left elbow off of the right leg, holding in this twist. Just a little bit. Hold the belly up and in. Feel the abs working. Keep the back knee straight. One more breath here. And bring the hands back down to border your right foot and step back to down dog. Bring your right foot to the center line. Step the left foot forward for crescent lunge. Keep yourself on your back right toes and lift up, keeping the left knee bent. Breathe here. Elbows straight and the shoulders are coming down and back. Gently even pulling the belly in here. Still breathing. Bring your hands into prayer at heart center. Twist to the left, bringing your right elbow to the outer left leg. Press through the right elbow to keep yourself lifted as you look to the left. Back knee stays straight. Either stay here or option to do that little bit of a lift lifting the right elbow off of the left leg, holding here. Breathe. Pull the abs in. And relax the hands to border the left foot. Either step back to down dog or move through a vinyasa, moving through chaturanga and up dog and back to down dog. Breathe here. Bring your left foot to the center line. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Drop your back left heel and open up into warrior two. Breathe here. Keep the right knee directly over your ankle. Don't let it start to fall in. And gently drop your tailbone down, and that'll engage the abdomen a little more. Bring your left hand down the back left leg and reach into reverse warrior. Option to always have the hand at the hip as well. Come forward, bring your right elbow to the right knee. Reach the left arm overhead for side angle. Really press through the right elbow to keep yourself lifted. And come back up to warrior two. Straighten that leg for a moment. So either moving between reverse warrior and side angle like we just did, or we're going to do a more unsupported version, which is a little more challenging to your core. So you're going to bend the right knee back into warrior two. So if you want the unsupported version, you're going to come back into reverse warrior. So your right arm reaches overhead, left arm reaches in front. Keep yourself lifted though, don't just collapse here because we're working the core. And switch to side angle, left arm overhead, right arm comes reaching back toward the back leg. Keep yourself lifted, keep yourself open to the side. And switch, reverse warrior. And switch, side angle, reverse warrior. Keep breathing, side angle. One more each side, reverse warrior. And side angle. Back to warrior two. Hands come down to border your foot. Step back to down dog. Breathe here. Bring the right foot to the center line. Step the left foot forward and come up to warrior two. Hold here. Again, dropping the tailbone down, slightly lifting the belly up and in. Bring the right hand to the right hip or down the back right leg. Reverse warrior. Again, keep yourself lifted, no collapsing into the spine. And come forward for side angle, left elbow to left knee, right arm reaches overhead. Really stretch through those right fingertips. One more breath here. Come back to warrior two and straighten the left knee for a moment. So either going back and forth through a supported reverse warrior and side angle like we just did, or we'll take the unsupported version like we did on the other side. So come back into warrior two, bending the left knee. Bring the left arm overhead, right arm reaches in front. reverse warrior, and switch. Right arm overhead, left arm in front, unsupported side angle, and switch, reverse warrior, and switch, side angle. Keep yourself lifted, keep the abdominals engaged, reverse warrior, side angle. One more each side, reverse warrior, and side angle. Back to warrior two. Bring the hands down to border your left foot. Either step back to down dog or move through a vinyasa. Meeting back in down dog. Hold and breathe. Come up onto your toes, drop your knees down, so you're on all fours. Get yourself into good alignment with the hands directly under your shoulders and knees directly under your hips. Tuck your toes underneath you. Pull the abs in, up and in toward your spine. And you're gonna lift the knees up, so you're gonna be on your toes. Just lift the knees like literally like an inch off the floor, that's it. Hold and breathe. Hold it. And relax down. One more like that. Keep those toes tucked under. Lift the knees an inch off the floor, pulling the abs up and in. Hold it. Keep your neck in neutral. Breathe. One more breath here. Drop the knees down and start to lower yourself forward onto your stomach. Preparing for Shalabhasana. So the core isn't only your abdominal muscles, it's also our low back muscles. So it's important to work. So interlace your fingers behind your back, zip the legs together, squeeze your hands together, straighten your elbows, and lift everything up off the floor. Breathe. Gaze is down at the earth, chin slightly tucked. One more breath. And relax down, bringing one cheek to the earth, resting for a moment. One more Shalabhasana. Hands come together and lift everything up. Really keep your palms working together. Try to keep the legs working together as well. They have a tendency to drift apart. One more breath. Relax down, turning your other cheek to the mat and resting for a moment. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back up to kneeling. So we're coming up to kneeling. Option to fold up your mat and have a little bit of extra cushion under your knees. And by the way, knees are hip width apart in kneeling, not directly together. From here, so you can either have your toes tucked or feet flat, whatever's comfortable for you. Reach your hands out in front and just clasp your hands together. From here, you're going to slightly lean back while you keep your spine straight. So only lean back a little bit. You don't have to go far, just until you feel the abs kicking in, maybe the quads burning a little bit. Pull the abs up and in, and come back up. Keep the spine tall. Again, lean back. Hold and breathe. Pull those abs up and in. And come back up. Relax down into kneeling. We're gonna do that one more time. So option to stay with that variation, or option to do a different variation with the arms. Okay. Come back up to kneeling. Knees are hip width apart and kneeling, not directly together. Okay. So option to have the hands here, or option to start to lean back and you're gonna reach your arms overhead. Come back up and bring the hands forward. Reaching back, arms overhead, arms come around and forward. 3 more. Keep the breath steady. Keep your back flat throughout this exercise. 1 more. And come back to kneeling. Place your hands on your legs, palms facing down. Take a moment here. If you have the mat folded, go ahead and unfold the mat. And you're gonna sit back. Hands reach out in front, slowly lower yourself down to the floor. Okay. Bring the legs up so legs are straight, reaching up to the sky. Your hands can be underneath your butt, palms facing down. You're gonna bring the legs apart into like a wide leg straddle, and then bring the legs back together. Okay? So legs come apart and back together. Point the toes, legs come apart. Flex the feet, legs come back together. Keep going. Pull the abs down and in, especially as you flex the feet and pull the legs back in. So with the breath, you're gonna inhale, legs apart. Exhale, legs back in. Inhale, legs apart. Exhale, legs back in. Keep going with that. Keeping the breath steady. Keep the upper body relaxed on the earth. Do 2 more like that. One more. Slow and controlled. And relax the legs down for a moment. Take a breath. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. Bring the legs back up, straight. From here, go ahead and bring the legs apart. Lift your upper body up. Option to stay relaxed and work with the first variation as well if that's better for you. Or lifting up and reaching one arm through the legs and bring it back behind your head. You can point your toes, reach the other arm through and back behind your head. Reach the arm through and bring it behind your head. Reach through and back. Keep going, whichever variation you're doing. Either variation, make sure you're keeping the abs pulled down and in, keeping your low back in neutral. One more each side. And bring the legs back in, drop them down, take a moment. We're almost there. Hands back down at the floor, underneath your sit bones, or just gently like at the buttocks, whatever's comfortable for you. Legs back up again. Double leg lowers. So either doing like a little mini lower and back up, or go ahead and lower further to the floor and back up. Lower wherever you can keep the spine in neutral. If you're lowering and you feel like your spine's really lifting up off of the floor, that's too far, just come back a little bit. You want to protect your low back. Inhale, flex the feet and lower, and exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, flex the feet and lower. Exhale, bring them back up. Keep the upper body relaxed. Inhale, lower. Exhale up. Keep going with the breath like that. These are tough. Keep the abs pulling down and in. Let's do 3 more. Last one. Go ahead and roll yourself up, come up to boat. The last exercise, working the abs. We can't end without boat. Knees bent or straighten the knees, hold it, keep the chest open. 2 more breaths. Good, and bring the knees back in. Move through a vinyasa if you'd like, or step back to down dog. Breathe here. The hard work's done. We just get to stretch it out now. Drop your knees to the floor. Come forward onto your stomach. Come up onto your forearms for Sphinx. Breathe here. Press through your elbows to lift your chest. Come back down. Either come up to Sphinx again or come up to high cobra, hands under your shoulders. Press the elbows straight. Keep the shoulders dropping down and back. Keep the legs relaxed. The buttocks relaxed. Go ahead and lower down. Press back onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, send your hips back to down dog. Bring the left foot to the center line. Bring your right foot forward, placing that foot behind your arms and relaxing down into pigeon pose. Place the fingertips on the earth. Press through the fingertips. Open the chest. If your right hip is like floating up, place a block, a pillow, something underneath you so you can be relaxed. From here, start to walk forward onto the elbows. Let's do more of like this lifted version in the forward fold instead of just collapsing forward today. Pressing through the elbows and just really sitting back into the hip. So see if while you're in this position, you can kind of let the right hip sink closer to the earth. Maybe let go a little more. Walk yourself back up. Tuck under your left toes and press back to down dog. Bring the right foot to the center line and bring the left foot forward for pigeon. Tenting up on your fingertips, opening through your chest. Go ahead and walk forward so you're on your forearms. Pressing through your elbows to keep you lifted while you sink and let go of the left hip. Go ahead and walk yourself back up. Tuck under your toes and press back to down dog. Breathe here. Come up onto your toes, drop your knees, cross your feet behind you to sit back. Keeping your knees bent, arms out in front, lower yourself down onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Tuck your shoulders under you, bend the knees, and drop the knees over to the left. Actually, bring your arms out into a T, sorry. Breathe here, mild supine twist. Use your abdominals to help bring you back up to center and drop the knees over to the right. Keep length in the space between your pelvis and ribs. Use the abdominals to bring the legs back up to center. Place your feet on the floor, arms reach overhead. Lift the hips up into a bridge. Feel that stretch. And relax your hips back down. Bring the hands down at your sides. Extend your legs out, letting your feet fall open to the outer edges of your mat. Tuck your shoulders underneath you. Close your eyes. Coming into Shavasana. Feel yourself relaxing here. Scan your body for any areas of tension. If you notice any areas, breathe into them and let them relax. Bring your awareness to your low back. Just let it soften. Make sure the muscles aren't gripping, that they're getting to rest. Bring your awareness to the abdomen. Keep the abdomen soft. Notice your breath here. Notice the belly rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. Keep breathing like that. Just tune into the muscles of the face. And relax. Resting here a little longer. Total body relaxation. Start to bring your awareness back into the body. Gently moving your fingers and toes. Pulling the wrists and ankles. Reach your arms overhead. Elongate your body, stretch it out. Point your toes. And your knees. Rolling onto either side. Breathe here. I like to roll on the right side because that kind of brings the energy back into the body. Press through your hands to walk yourself back up to sitting in a cross-legged position. Bring your hands at your belly, one hand on top of the other. Thank yourself for doing the hard work today. Thank your abdominal, your core muscles for working hard, for supporting your body. Bring the hands in prayer at your heart. Let's take one more deep breath together. Inhale, fill the belly with air. And exhale, let it go. Come back to your comfortable breathing pattern. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you would like to check out my yoga experience, I will link it down below. And it really is great because you will get also some like more power yoga and typical vinyasa yoga flows, but then you also get some different aspects of yoga, like some other meditation practices or hand breath work. So it really is a fun way just to experience what yoga has to offer. If you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button right below me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.